Welcome, welcome. So I am putting the finishing touches on a blog about fascia and holism, as in holistic, as in whole person, as in whole health. Today we have an orange, and the reason I will be sharing this orange with you is the pulp of the orange is similar to the fascia of the body. So fascia is piezoelectric and changes forms and carries information and holds hydration and connects everything, provides structure, and it also provides a lot of information. It used to be discarded by anatomists as they were exploring bodies. There would be wrapper, tooth, but you know, if you have kids or pets, what is sometimes the most fun thing about a new thing, if not the wrapper? So it turns out this wrapper is super important. Fascia is the wrapper, and fascia holds everything together and communicates from your toes to your nose, and is pretty darn important. So not only can you see like the lines here would correlate with the deep fascial planes. Of course, the fascia goes into each cell and affects everything, but it's also what gives it its structure and shape. Here's the center, and everything comes out from there. So this center is like your umbilicus, your navel, your belly button. That's where you started, and everything differentiated out from there. And this should give you some insight as to the interconnectedness of fascia and the whole being. In this case, the whole orange. Oh, this smells so good. This smells so good, you guys. And this is where it was attached to the tree, right? So that's the umbilicus for the orange, is this. I think of fascia as what holds everything together. And the other end of this was the origin point where it was attached to the tree. And I was comparing that with the umbilicus, your navel, your belly button, because that is your origin point. And then the tissues differentiate out into muscles and organs and, toes and ears and eyes. Fascia is amazing. And here's one super cool thing. So acupuncture affects the fascia. So most of the meridians are deep fascial planes. So that's going to be the separation between the various sections. They've studied for years to get that right. And they put the needles into the meridians, the deep fascial planes, and they do like a little twist. And that tugs and sends energy and information to the information system. But here's another super cool thing. So we do that in active isolated stretching. If you are new to my channel or my work, so active isolated stretching is stretching that actually deserves to be a verb because it's an action. And so it's, for instance, let's try this. If I can get the orange juice out of my hands. My hands are lightly behind my head. And I'm going to do a couple shoulder rolls. Try it with me. I can't see you, but don't do anything that hurts yourself. Try it with me. Just circle your shoulders. Work with your breath. And then try putting your hands on your shoulders and again circle. And so now that you're leading with the elbows, it gets bigger. Again, no pain in your shoulders, right? And working with your breath, I'm going to move my orange tray out of the way. And I'm going to continue with this. So circling up and around. So that's a really simple thing that one can do. But the active isolated stretch for that is also super simple, and even without an assist, it is very effective. So if you have your hands behind your head, like I had before, and you inhale, bring your elbows together, and then exhale, reach your elbows back and up. And the angle is kind of like Mickey Mouse, like, why? Because we love you. Okay, so it's an inhale and an exhale, reach back and up. And what you're doing is you're opening the brachial plexus here. You're opening all the, the lymph too, and all the space for the nerves to the arms. And see how it's an action. It's an inhale and exhale. You're using the muscles on the opposite side. You're using the muscles back here to reach your arm back and up. So it's a 1, 2, inhale and exhale, 1, 2. And if you have an assistant or you're assisting yourself, you assist with just a couple ounces of assistance. So less than a pound. 2 ounces, significantly different than 4 ounces or 6 ounces. And I have both of those on my channel, the self-care one. And I did an on-site for some physical therapists last week. And so I have a little clip from that presentation. Is probably my most recent video. It was late last week. So it's an inhale and exhale, reach back and up. Let's do 4 more. Do you notice how I went back a little further each time? And more importantly, if you did it, that you went back a little further each time. So you're neurologically, you're tapping into your own neurology to encourage these tissues to open. There's no uncomfortable holds or anything like that. It's based on Nobel Prize winning science, Sherrington's law. And there's 200 free for anyone to enjoy videos on my channel, on the Stretching by the Bay channel, and I have a second channel too. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I hope that you will check out the short tutorials of self-care stretches on my channel and leave me a comment.